What's up, everybody? Good afternoon. Hope everybody having a good day. Um, Watching the news, man. This snowstorm situation got certain parts of America going bad right now. See people without power, people freezing, people ain't got no food. Yo, that's crazy. So wherever you are, if you're affected, if you have power by some chance, what's up, Mr. Red Glove Militant, El Rojo Glove? If you know anybody in them sides and you could help them people who go into the little complications due to the cold, see if you could help them out, man. Things ain't great. And no Black supposed to be in Texas, I think. So I hope Black is okay and his family is okay. So if anybody else affected, man, I hope y'all pull through. Hope everybody okay. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Hey, Red Glove, if you want to jump on with me, no problem, brother. You can always jump on. You're always welcome. Yeah, man. So the main topic of discussion, we're going to talk about a couple of things. The main topic of discussion is Billy Joe Saunders, a man who I don't have a very high opinion of. Oh, did he? Well, all right then. Well, that's good. That's good. So Billy Joe Saunders, a man who, I don't really have a high opinion of Billy Joe Saunders. I think he's an absolute idiot. An absolute idiot. From the few years that I've been following Billy Joe Saunders and all the nonsense that he's done in his professional career, his personal life, the guy just does not change from year to year. He gets older, he still does dumb shit. When it's not posting tutorials about how to beat your woman, he's throwing chicken wings or chicken legs at Deontay Wilder. He's asking crackheads to beat up innocent bystanders. I mean, you name it. Billy Joe Saunders pretty much has done it. Stupid Twitter posts. But here we are again today, and Billy Joe Saunders is back in the news. Back in the news. Billy Joe Saunders has a fight with Canelo that might be coming up in May. And all Billy Joe Saunders has to do is train. Train, make weight, and get ready. That's it. That's it, bro. Nothing else. Yeah, man. He threw a piece of chicken at Wilder when Wilder was in the UK or something, and they had like a scuffle in a restaurant. He threw some chicken at Wilder. Yeah, man. Billy's a weird dude. Billy's just a terrible, terrible guy, man. Anywho, so back at it. So Billy Joe Saunders is back at the whole controversy side of things. And again, Billy Joe Saunders has a fight that's supposed to be coming up in May once Canelo Alvarez deals with Avni Yildirim. In I think this month. Is it this month or next month? DT3, what's up, Chief? What's up, Chief? Thank you for coming through, man. If anybody want to get on quickly, because y'all know I don't stay on long. So Billy Joe Saunders is back in the news. Why is Billy Joe Saunders back in the news? Billy Joe Saunders sent private messages to a reporter trying to get the reporter to fly to a meeting with his quote unquote friend, Daniel Kinahan. This reporter has said that Kinahan's associates had already threatened her over some things that she had written before. Tell me why Billy Joe Saunders is here inserting himself into any kind of meeting between a reporter and this alleged mob boss. Why is Billy Joe Saunders offering this reporter anything, asking the reporter to saying, I'm going to give you a big scoop, set up a meeting. In exchange, I want you to write something positive about Daniel Kinahan. I don't know Daniel Kinahan. Boom. What's up, man?
What's going on, Cone? What you cooking on this morning, man?
Man, I'm just talking about this man, Billy Joe Saunders, who just can't keep his damn business straight, out here quoting reporters on behalf of Daniel Kinahan. You know what I'm saying? This alleged mob boss, I don't know the guy. I only pretty much known him over the last year or so. But from what I'm hearing, the Irish courts already got this dude as some kind of mob boss. This reporter that Billy Joe Saunders is trying to get to fly to a meeting, mind you, fly to a meeting in Dubai where Daniel Kinahan is. The reporter said, why am I going to fly to a meeting with a man whose associates have already threatened my life? You know what I'm saying? Billy Joe Saunders is saying, I could get you a big scoop, but all you have to do is write something positive about Daniel Kinahan. Why is Billy Joe Saunders inserting himself into that? Boom. Why?
Probably need him for something. With them type of people, and you know, this ain't even, to be real, Kong, and you know the streets just like in the sense like I know the streets. That's some background shit. So I think he probably need them for something, or he might owe them. You never know. That's some behind the scenes shit right there. I think he probably either indebted to them, or he probably just he got to be either indebted to them, or he just need them for something. Or he want them. It's deeper than boxing. I can tell you that.
Most
There's a lot
definitely.
of variables you can put into that. But I think I think at the height, it probably along the lines, if he's already had something like that happen to him and he's going back, he need them for something, or he owe them. It's only one of them two, if not both. He either need them or he want them for something.
Well, I'm gonna share the screen of the article from the Guardian. I saw this first on bloodyelbow.com, and they linked it from the Guardian. So I'm gonna share the screen with the report, because we're gonna go through it, and y'all gonna tell me why. Now, I remember when Kinahan first got into whatever issues, Billy Joe Saunders was extremely upset. This is about 2018 when he stepped down. Was extremely upset. That's when I first became aware of this Kinahan person. And then the whole documentary comes out. So Billy Joe Saunders seems to be taking this a lot worse than everybody else, because Kinahan works with a lot of other people. MTK Global has a lot of fighters under contract, right? But Billy Joe Saunders seems to be the only one who keeps inserting himself into the Daniel Kinahan narrative. You know what I'm saying? So let me share the article from the Guardian. You seeing this?
Nope, I haven't seen it.
It didn't come up? I'm sharing the article on the screen. Hello?
I could see the ad. I just haven't seen it. I haven't seen it personally, but I can see the ad.
Well, I'm going to share the link just now, so you can bring it up if you want. Hold on. Let me stop sharing for a little while. Let me share the link in case anybody wants to pull it up. I put it in the chat. So there it is. You can pull it up too. Anybody. Billy Joe Saunders is out here. Let me see if I can find the place where he's talking about. This is after Eddie Hearn says before, by the way, that he thinks Billy Joe Saunders needs to delete social media because he gets into a lot of trouble on social media. He's always in some shit. You know what I'm saying? Posting how to beat your woman effectively tutorials. I mean, all sorts of nonsense. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So I'm gonna share it again in case anybody wants to see it. I put the link in the chat. Anybody wants to click it to see what I'm talking about. So here we are. Sunday afternoon, Saunders sent Talent, which is the last name of the reporter, a private direct message on Twitter asking if she would like to fly to Dubai and meet Kinahan for an interview. The quote is, "Would you like to fly over and see Daniel Kinahan face to face?" He wrote, "Or I could set you up on a Zoom call or even set you up on a date as Valentine's Day just around the corner. Serious offer," close quote. Talent declined the opportunity, quote, open quote, flying out to the belly of the beast for chat with a man whose associates, she says, have threatened her in the past. She expressed her interest in a Zoom call instead. She also suggested a podcast interview to be broadcast before anything was written, which would eliminate the interpretation of the interview. So Kinahan, of course, sends out this Talk Sport statement, and somebody read it on the radio station. I haven't seen the statement yet, but Kinahan has been insistent that he's this just a poor kid. He's no mob boss. He's none of that. Again, I don't know the man. I don't know what he's into. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, after that statement, Talent again received 2 more messages from Billy Joe Saunders, in which the boxer denied he had mocked Barry McGuigan over, because McGuigan apparently was the only boxer to speak, the only person in the boxing industry to speak up on that Daniel Kinahan documentary that they did. And Billy Joe put out some tweets and some Instagram posts that apparently people took like he was mocking McGuigan over the death of his daughter. You know what I'm saying? And said he could arrange a big scoop for the journalist and very easily if she first wrote anything at all positive about Kinahan. The lady says, he says, "I'm not asking you to be his best friend, but I'm sure you have heard a lot of good things about Daniel, and it wouldn't hurt to publish it. And if you do, I think it's fair to say you deserve the Zoom call, and I would love to set it up with you, as I think you are a very intelligent woman." Talent replied, politely declining the offer. "I won't be doing that." She wrote, "Not interested in being directed, so you have a nice day too." So that's Billy Joe Saunders trying to set up something with this reporter who just said that this man already threatened me, bro.
I think Billy Joe don't care. I think he either really don't care about what's going on. I think it's probably something that he not even gonna pay no attention to because he's Billy Joe Saunders. I don't think he care about it. I think he's too involved in whatever he's in. He's too involved in it, and is gonna probably do something. And if he tries to do anything opposite, it's gonna fuck up his career right now, and he can't do anything to jeopardize that. And I think generally he probably don't care. That's why he keeps associating himself with these people. I mean, why would you keep associating yourself with people who do these type of things if either you don't care or you getting the benefit out of it?
Man, that's
Billy
crazy.
Joe getting something out of it. He got to be. If he's still
crazy,
associating himself with it and the people, and of course, if somebody is, ain't nobody going to admit they're a mob boss. If they are, nobody.
Right.
So I'm not going to expect anybody to admit that to anyone in any kind of way. So even if they have reports of doing mob-like activity, but at the end of the day, I think it's Billy Joe just doing what he want to do. Billy Joe don't give a fuck. He gonna do what he want to do, and for this to be going on, evidently he's okay with it. It ain't taking no sweat off his back.
Man, that's crazy to me. Sporting Advantage, how you doing, man?
Yo, what's up, Kong? Man,
All good,
oh man, this freaking Billy situation just keeps getting better and better. I could have sworn, I want to say it was like last week, Eddie Hearn told him to just shut up. You're not helping the matter. But yeah, man, he always attaches himself to bad things. Just like you brought up with the Wilder thing. He had no reason to be around that whole, fiasco. But, maybe it was clout chasing at the time. But, we've seen now that he's just a loose cannon. And yeah, I think that was a little bit inappropriate to say to the reporter, you know, just being with like Canahan and always backing him. It's kind of a bully move, but, you know, I guess, you know, he's going to get away with it.
That's kind of, I mean, I go ahead, D3, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, I just think Billy Joe he just don't care about his boxing career or anything lucrative in life. I think he's just one of those dudes that's just a fuck up for real. Like I think he's the UK Adrian Broner. That's what I think.
Hey, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate.
That's a good point. Black and Brown asks, my question to everyone, does Billy Joe Saunders deserve to be a champion?
If he beats somebody, yeah. But as far as like some old Manny Pacquiao Ugas type shit, no. I didn't even feel like Ugas should have got that shit, but that's another topic for another day. But as far as like in that type of situation, no. But if Billy Joe actually beats somebody for a belt, yeah. But by the way he got it, moving up and just kind of like just muscling your way or fighting some low opposition to get a belt, no, that's some can shit. The belt that he got, I don't feel he deserved it. But if he beats somebody for somebody significant for it, then yeah. But as far as right now, I don't think he is because he fought low opposition to get it. He ain't fought nobody, top 5 in forever, ever. So,
yeah,
I'm not impressed with Billy Joe Saunders' career at this particular time in his career. You know what I mean? I felt like that the Boo Boo Andrade fight, when it was initially going to happen, I thought that was going to be so big for boxing and for that fight. I'm still mad about that fight, y'all. I'm still mad about that.
Which fight's that? Oh, Andrade?
Yeah,
that's what he was saying.
I remember when they announced it and they did the little press conference and Andrade had the little things on and all the shit and everything. Yeah. I was juiced when I was like, bro, that's good for boxing. Like that's like whoever win this fight gonna catapult their career to the next level and all the shit. And
you gotta remember that fight was supposed to be like a big coming out party for Matchroom USA because that was either the first or second card Eddie Hearn had on the Zone also. And Billy Joe almost fucked the whole thing up. Like he almost tanked the entire Matchroom USA, the Zone shit, because that was like very, very early. And that was supposed to be a big fight, right? And that's crazy. Ahab says Billy ain't gonna make it to the Canelo fight. Hey man,
negative,
he keeps it up.
Negative. He ain't gonna make it. He not.
He keeps it up. Black and Brown says May 5th can't come soon enough. I guess Black and Brown wants Canelo to take that shit off him, man. Fuck this guy. Santos said Billy talks too effing much. Guy can't keep shit to himself. He just needs to shut his effing mouth and concentrate on his boxing career, or at least what's left of it. That's facts. That's facts. Who's this? How do you see Andre versus Saunders going? I have Andre winning by you there. I mean, I think even Saunders probably knows Andre beats him. That's why he keeps ducking this dude. I don't know why he keeps running. I don't know. He had 2 chances to fight Andre at 160. He could have fought him at 168, but I don't know. So I don't even think Billy Joe Saunders thinks he beats Andre. I don't even think so.
No, I don't think so. I think the movement being also southpaw. So it's just like, you know, you got your mirror and this dude and he can punch. I mean, Billy Joe can throw punches, but he's not a known puncher. You know, Andrade can actually punch. And I think Billy Joe Saunders' chin would be tested in that fight. His heart, not just his chin, but his heart. A lot of people talk a lot of shit about a guy when he gets knocked down, but at the same time, throughout boxing history, we've seen dudes get knocked down, get back up, and still win fights and even win rounds, or come back and actually look like they have won the round had you would have seen the fight at that particular time. So, I mean, you never know. I mean, he could get clipped, and then we could see Billy Joe actually show some heart, show he could fight through adversity. You never know, but that remains to be seen. But at this particular time, ain't nobody thinking that Billy Joe got no heart, no grit, no nothing, because he hasn't fought nobody that we've seen to bring that out of him. And an Andrade fight would be the fight to do that. And I don't see him fighting a fight where he has to worry about something like that happening to him. I just think he don't think
right. I got you, man. But if anybody just joining, I put the link back in there for the interview or the report from The Guardian I saw it first on Bloody Elbow. And Billy Joe Saunders back at it again, out here setting up meetings between alleged mob bosses and reporters that have alleged that this same mob boss tried to threaten her already because she wrote some things about him already. Billy Joe Saunders keeps putting himself in a way. Let's recount. Billy Joe Saunders almost, Boone just said, almost tanked the Matchroom USA card. Billy Joe Saunders too chicken after Deontay Wilder in the UK, right? Billy Joe Saunders puts out a tutorial on how to physically discipline your wife, okay? Billy Joe Saunders at 160 pretty much didn't care about his career. Let's not forget the reason why the Android fight didn't happen, got busted with peds, okay? It's just a lot of things with Billy. Who was it who was that? Red Glove, what's up, man?
Hey, what up? I just want to say something real quick and then I'm gonna jump off.
Yeah.
First off, much respect to everybody on the panel, DT3, Sporting an Advantage, and of course the gracious host, Mr. Kong.
Yeah.
But one thing, I just remembered this. Years ago, he said that he was I'm paraphrasing, but he said something along the lines of he was gonna smack 78 Sports. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're a professional boxer and you're coming after YouTubers. Like, come on now. Like, Billy Joe Saunders, like, he has never handled his career the way that he should. And man, I don't know. Like, I agree with DT3. If he beats somebody for a belt, yeah, of course he deserves the belt. It's a competition. It's not a popularity contest. But this guy makes all the wrong moves, man. If it's the wrong thing to do, name it. He's done it. But that's all I want to say. Also, big shout out to the King of London in the
Red
chat.
Glove. Let me ask you something. And let me ask, I guess Sporting is still there. I think what Black and Brown was getting at too is, if you're a sanctioning body, do you want a dude who keeps involving himself in these sorts of nonsense to be representing you? Like, can you strip somebody because you just don't like how they act?
I don't think you should be able to be honest. I think, of course, there's exceptions to the rules, right? Actually, I'm not going to say any of the words. There's you know the crimes. You know the crimes that even criminals don't respect. They're involved in stuff like that. Because I'm not gonna soil this live by saying what they are, but everybody knows those ones that the criminals don't even respect. Then yeah, there's exceptions to the rule. I think they should be stripped if they're caught in stuff like that. But at the same time, it is competition. I don't know. I'm a little bit torn on that.
Okay, I got you. Go ahead, Sporting. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say earlier, I didn't know if that's what Black and Brown was talking about, was like to the character of it. And I was just gonna say that I think like nowadays we're seeing more and more of champs get away with like a lot more stuff. So I don't know. It's hard to gauge just by like Red said, you don't want to say names just because you don't want to change the narrative of this. But you just see a lot of champions get away with saying and doing anything now.
I got you, man. Ayab's reminded me that Billy Joe Saunders offered a crackhead to slap a man on the street. I remember that video. Put it on video too. Tape that. You know what I'm saying? The man put it on video, him telling a cokehead that this guy's a pedophile and attack him. I mean, just real dumb stuff, man. Eddie Hearn already said look, Billy Joe Saunders need to get off of social media. And lo and behold, Billy Joe Saunders out here DMing reporters on behalf of a alleged mob boss. I mean, really. Anyway, as Black and Brown says, man, maybe his comeuppance will come on May the 5th when Canelo Alvarez hopefully will pit him into a corner and do something bad to him. Violate. You know what I'm saying? DT3 gone. Let's see who's in it. What else is in the chat here? Black and Brown says horrible representation of their sanctioning body and no action in the ring. So what do they gain? I agree, man. This dude, this guy is not benefiting you anything. Or maybe you're kind of glad that he gonna get you some Canelo sanctioning fees
Do you
after
think
that.
that? Do you think that the sanctioning body should have a conduct policy like the NFL or the NBA?
Yes, don't they? They don't have that already.
Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
Yes, most definitely. I mean, DT3, you're the head of the WBC, WBA, IBF, whatever. You're the head of that. And the guy who's holding your belt, he just keeps putting himself into crap. And the reports keep coming out. WBC champ Tom Jones beat his wife. Tom Jones is with mobsters. Tom Jones was caught with crack cocaine. Right? Who's the WBC president? DT3. How does that reflect on you, bro? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's why I don't see how Marcelio Suleiman do it. Like they still calling Teofimo undisputed, and I wouldn't have put myself in that position for real. But I would strip that dude. I would have a strict conduct policy. Like there's just certain things you just can't do. You just can't do it. If you hold my title as a professional athlete or fighter, nah, I wouldn't have it.
Yeah,
Like, you can't
there
be
you
out here
go.
slapping your wife. You can't be out here being in and out of jail. Like, nah, that's not. You getting stripped.
Let's see. Let's go through the comments. Actual fact says Billy might need to hire a good lawyer. Investigators will be at his door soon enough. I mean, they need to be at his door, bro. Why are you being a middleman to set up meeting between this dude and this reporter? What's it to you? If this reporter flew to Dubai and something did in fact happen to her, and she flew to Dubai with with the invitation from Billy Joe Saunders, what happens to him? Bro, just stay out of that. Just stay out. Anyway,
You think that's why Tyson Fury kind of detached himself from him? Like he was with him for a minute, and then he kind of just pulled away from him.
I think he's still with him because didn't Tyson Fury thank him for hooking up the AJ fight?
Yeah, but that's what got him in
Yeah.
trouble. That's what DT3 was saying is I think I don't remember how long ago, but yeah, he had to come out and he had to like publicly like, say I'm no longer with him and he's
Really?
no longer an advisor of mine. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's breaking news for me. So why is Tyson Fury, a much bigger fighter than Billy Joe Saunders, is doing that, but Billy Joe Saunders finds himself involved? It's like, I think as DT3 said, it got to be something else, bro. It's like Billy might be in deeper than Tyson. You know what I'm saying? He might really be like a close associate. Maybe he owes him something a little bit more. Maybe all them years he wasn't fighting and he was inactive. He got money from these people. I don't know. I'm just talking, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's probably a lot deeper than boxing. On why he be capping for dude. He probably did something for him. Probably feel he owes him. You know what I mean? Like it's only so many reasons why a grown man is gonna cap for a dude like that.
Man, that's
So
crazy.
many reasons. You know what I mean? And if you know the game, it's not too hard to figure it out when you're dealing with a dude like that. You know what I mean? It's like it's something deeper than that's why he don't do shit in boxing. Cause I'm sure he getting some shit out on the streets.
Now Frank Warren had to release a statement the other night when it was announced that the Frampton and Herrig fight is moving to Dubai, where Kinahan is. Both of these guys are MTK fighters. Frampton popped up with this hand injury all of a sudden. And people was like, is it that Frank Warren can't pay for this fight, or was he bullied out of the fight by MTK? Why is it moving to Dubai? Carl Frampton versus Jamel Herrig in Dubai? Why? This ain't no no $100 million fight where them dudes gotta pay for it. So Frank Warren had to release a statement about that. Billy Joe Saunders don't see that. Read the room, bro. This dude is hot right now. All you have to do is stay in camp, don't get fat, and make it to May 5th. That's it. Don't do nothing else. Ahab says, all I'm saying is if AJ or White behaved like Fury or Saunders, their career would be done. You goddamn right, their career would be done.
They wouldn't have a career. I think if AJ would have been doing any of the things, he probably would have got stripped. I think they would have like stripped him, or he would have got put in a situation where he would have been getting hella fines, and it'd have been something else, or he'd have went to jail. Something, AJ still black. Billy Joe get away with shit because he white.
You got the hey, let me tell you something. And by you saying that, people gonna be like, oh, why you bring race into it? Hey man, let's not.
I'm not saying it to be right. I'm just that's the truth. Like if AJ or Dillian White was out here talking about how to beat women, you think they'd be nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Just checking. Just checking.
If you really think Dillian White for to be out here saying that, you think he gonna be able to walk the streets and do that, and he didn't pop dirty and nah, bro. AJ
Dillian White and his Jamaican accent.
Well, let's keep it real here. I don't think anybody would be fooled with Dillian White saying he could beat anybody.
It's like for real, like don't even.
Haplotype O says moral turpitude is in almost every contract. Had to enforce them. Hey, Haplo, let me tell you something about these big words. You understand me? I'm gonna take it as disrespect. Okay. Let's get the definition of turpitude. I know turpentine.
You got Webster's on you?
Well, I'm here now. Turpitude. Okay. Depravity, wickedness. Thank you, Haplo. You could have just said depravity, wickedness, but you go ahead. Keep disrespecting me, Haplo.
Wickedness is yeah.
Go ahead, Haplo. All right. Sporting, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just letting y'all cook on that, but yeah, man, I had no clue what he was talking about. I just kind of went with moral, and I just like based that as both the words. So.
Ahab says, remember O'Hara Davies got dropped by Matchroom and his management because of his Twitter of his comments on Twitter. You damn right he did. Because all he said was the sun was right, and people went crazy over that. I don't know.
That is a perfect example of what I just said. Not to cut you off, Colin. That is a perfect example. Perfect example. O'Hara was just speaking on the truth. He wasn't even doing nothing wrong. He just was speaking on how he got done dirty. And ever since then, he had a bad rep, couldn't get a fight, wouldn't nobody work with him, nothing. And he was just speaking on true shit. Nothing wrong, wasn't doing nothing illegal, wasn't doing nothing bad. He was just speaking on how he got played, how he got worked.
That's right.
And they booed him. They just did him dirty. I'm surprised he even was talking about retire. I'm surprised he's still fighting because he was talking about how he wanted to retire and all that shit.
They had that dude so mentally effed up, bro. They had O'Hara, as you're saying, talking about retiring. This man was like, he couldn't do a video without people just bombing this man's video. Just bombing the video. You know what I'm saying? But here you have Billy Joe Saunders, who's done, I don't know, bro, everything you could possibly. I remember Billy Joe Saunders, and it's a little known video. It's a guy who was in his gym, and it's a guy who was half white, half black, and another guy, and Billy Joe Saunders, him being there, asking, who's the blackest or the both of them? Who's really black? Like kind of doing the whole colorist thing. And I'm watching the video, and all these people are like laughing. I'm like, it's not funny. None of this is funny. This is the dumb shit that Billy Joe Saunders does.
No, right? It's not funny at all.
You know what I'm saying? But where's the comment? When I first came on here, there was a person who came on called Robert Harrison. Here you are. I don't know if you're still in the chat or not. I think you need to hit the link and come on. And his reply was, so what? Taking up for a friend. Robert, if you're still in the chat, I think you need to come on here and tell me about this friend business.
Man, it's narrative pushers everywhere.
I'll tell you something. Mind you, I've never seen no Robert Harrison come through before, but I pull up Billy Joe Saunders and Daniel Kinahan. Here comes Robert Harrison, probably a troll or something. What else?
I wonder if this, like, whatever happens with this investigation, like, if he does, like, become guilty of all this, like, what's gonna happen with Billy and them? Like, is he gonna have to like retract all this shit, or is
Bro,
Are they going to lock his ass up too? Because he's probably going to be caught up in the mix.
bro.
Billy going down with the ship.
Well, hey, you just said this man don't care. He don't
He
care.
don't care. You can tell. Why would he taking up for a dude who's out here basically threatening people, making people feel uncomfortable in their own environment and shit. And he ain't even doing nothing, ain't changing nothing, ain't nothing. Billy Joe ain't changed a pep in his step, not one bit. Still doing this, moving at the same stride, bro. Billy don't care. He going down with the ship. If Callahan go down, he going down with him.
He going down. But why, bro? Why? What's it to you? Kinahan owes, I mean, he manages, MTK manages a bunch of boxers. A bunch of boxers. Virgil Ortiz, Jamel Herrig, Frampton, a couple other Americans, lots of British guys, heaps of them. Why is it only you that keep involving yourself in this man's business? Why are you so publicly supportive of this man? Why are you out here being a consigliere to reporters and all that?
You know what? Billy might be about that life. Let's just keep it real. Billy might be about that life. He just might be. I'm not saying he is.
Red Glove says Billy owes favors for sure. Got to be. You owe this man something.
Either that or he about that life.
I'm telling you. Bro, you setting up a reporter to fly over there? Oh man. Is Billy Joe Saunders the worst champion in boxing? I think so. I don't like Billy Joe Saunders. I don't like it. I don't like that dude. Haplotypo says, I mean the phrasing contracts is usually moral turpitude. You again, listen here, man. I wasn't trying to flex. Yeah, you were. But you go ahead, Haplo. You get away today. That's all right. I'll see you again, though. Let's go. What's up, Tony? Thumbs up. Billy's an idiot. You damn right he's an idiot. Santos says Billy has entrenched himself with someone who will bury him and sell him out the first chance he gets. There's no honor amongst thieves and criminals. Hey. Saif Bud, Saif Bud, hey, if you want to get on, you can have something, you can have your say on this too. Uh-oh, we got somebody here, El Campeon from the MXBC. You know this person, DT3? What's up? Who is this El Campeon person? El Campeon, what's up?
Oh, I don't know who he is.
Oh, the person's on mute. They got up a sexy picture of David Benavidez.
Evidently, that's who he loves the most.
Hey, man, no problem. Well, peace out.
I guess he's making a statement for David Benavidez.
Well, he's out. No problem, bro. Michael Johnson, Boxing Talk and more. What's up, Chief? We talking about Billy Joe Saunders trying to arrange flights. Trying to arrange flights for reporters to go meet Daniel Kinahan. Flights, my brother. And say, anybody want to get on here and talk about this? Let's go. Please, let's go. I'm not going to be on for long. Y'all know I don't stay on here for long, man.
That's why I had to catch you. I was like, yeah, Cone don't never be on here that long.
Yeah,
but a few times I was watching you when I was driving, and I was like, I'm gonna catch you after I go to the grocery store and come home. So I go to the grocery store, drive home, your ass, and did the whole lot.
Yeah, man. I don't listen, man. I don't stay. I'm at work, so I don't.
Hey, I feel you. Yeah, who do you think is a decent opponent right now for Billy Joe? Do you think Billy Joe is good at 68, or he better at 60?
Billy Joe Saunders is a 160 fighter. He's just too effing lazy to make the weight. He looks like crap at 168. He's better at 160. But the question is, did he look good because he was on PEDs all the time? That's the question. What's up, Michael Johnson? Talk to me, man.
Oh, not much. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right about that. You just don't know how many times somebody has been using oxylifrine throughout their whole career.
You're damn right. That's the shit that Tyson Gay got caught for when he was sprinting, and they banned him for it. You know what I'm saying? Well, what you think, man? Billy Joe Saunders out here stumping for my bosses.
Either the mob boss told him to do it, or he's just an idiot. Like there's no everybody knows he's in Dubai, you know, and you know Daniel Kinningham still has the Grenada, some Spanish you know, federal agents eyeballing him while he's over there. And you know, Interpol just dragged out a Nigerian scammer from up over there. Well, I don't know if it was UAE or, you know, Dubai or Bahrain, one of the two. They
That's
snatched
right.
him up out of there. So Daniel Kinningham could be next, but it's just pandering. It's like too many countries don't want this guy there. Too many, you know, and I think Billy, just like what's the other guy name that was that was talking about Daniel Kinningham, who calls himself a boxing historian, black guy,
Spencer
Spencer
Fearon.
Fearon. Spencer Fearon, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think they quite know what they're doing,
Man, I
because
don't
if Daniel Kinningham like gets arrested and convicted, right, for what people are saying he's doing, boxing will explode, will implode over there in the
Yeah.
UK, because there's too many people out there that would have been profiting off of drug money.
Mm.
People, it would implode. Then that's when you got the tax man coming through, looking at where the money coming from and who is it coming to. You get caught with stolen goods, what the police do? They take it from you, right? And then they
Yeah.
charge you.
Confiscate everything.
And then they charge you with having stolen goods. So everybody knows about now that there's a good chance that what everybody's saying is about Daniel Kinningham is true, but nobody gives a fuck. But when the tax man comes and the lawman comes and start taking stuff, don't go crying.
Bro, Billy Joe Saunders tried to set up a flight with this reporter lady who exposed the tweets to the Guardian. The lady said, "This man, people already threaten me, bro. This man's setting up flights to Dubai for this woman. What if this woman takes the flight, goes over there, and they don't hear from her again? What does that leave Billy Joe Saunders? Like, you're not thinking, bro? Why are you so deep in? Because MTK manages people, as I said, all over UK, I mean, America, all over. But you don't see no other fighter doing this other than Billy Joe Saunders. No. What's up with this dude, man?
I don't know. It's like if I had a pet lion, and I said, Kong, man, come over here and pet my lion. You're gonna be like, what? And I'll be like, man, he's friendly, blah blah blah, woo woo woo. And you come
Yeah,
up over there and he bites your fucking hand off. Like, what do
that's
you
right.
expect? Yeah, you might be friendly with this dude and all that stuff, but she takes over there, she slips on a banana peel, she gets
Yeah.
ill, whatever the case may be, and she don't make it back. And who people gonna blame?
Billy Joe Saunders.
That's what I would do.
You set the flight up, right?
Oh,
Right?
but you said she was already threatened.
The lady said she said she was already threatened. If anybody missed the article, here's the article. I mean, you
No,
know,
he's an idiot. Yeah, he's an idiot.
if
And she
anybody
probably
hasn't
got
seen the
kids and
article,
shit too.
here it
Like,
is.
yeah.
Here's the article in the chat. I'm not listen. Billy Joe Saunders away. I mean, I've already outlined some of the things Billy Joe Saunders has already done. Let's go again. This man threw chicken at Deontay Wilder. I never forget that shit. I was like, man, if Wilder had caught that dude. Anyway, this man paid a crackhead to assault a pedestrian, telling the crackhead that the pedestrian is a pedophile. Take the
Mm.
crackhead attacking the pedestrian and put that on social media as if that's funny. Billy Joe Saunders was recently during COVID lockdown is out here taping, how to beat your wife effectively DIY videos and putting it on Twitter, and was like, he was only a joke. You know, don't take me seriously. I don't really beat my wife. Like he don't have no sense of. Eddie Hearn already said, bro, I think you need to delete your social media. Just delete all your social media. And what comes out? This. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
But
think he needs to
then,
delete his social media because I think this is what people need to know.
okay.
And too many of these village idiots are hiding. And I think people need to know who people are. You know what I'm saying? And that's who he is. He's a stone cold jackass. You know,
Bro.
and we
Wow.
have people like that over here, man.
Who just can't stop. Who just can't help themselves. Can't stop.
What's gonna happen is eventually something's real bad is gonna happen. And I'm not talking about the
Yeah.
auxiliary because
Yeah.
that was legal out there, but they was too stupid to realize that they was fighting in Massachusetts. But something's gonna happen to that dude, and like you said earlier, like if there's no honor among thieves and shit like that. Eventually, something's gonna happen to that dude. And he's gonna be begging for help. He's gonna be looking just like he's gonna be looking like Kell Brook, but Kell Brook's a different story. He's gonna be looking pretty sad.
Right. Right. DTT, you there, man?
Yeah, I think Billy Joe it's like the higher you make it, the harder to fall. And I think with Billy Joe, whatever he's into, when it's probably at his little peak form right now. But I think soon as that clock is ticking, bro, and then eventually that shit gonna come crashing down. And like you were saying, if old boy get convicted, all that shit going down. And Billy Joe is the most attached person to it, so you never know. All the other fighters probably gonna just fall off and go back to another promotional company, but Billy Joe is probably too involved to avoid any possible jail time because his name is too attached to shit.
Wow.
Well, you have
Wow.
to look at it like this: like MTK Global is buying out a whole bunch of media people, personalities and stuff like that. Look at the World Boxing Super Series now, and I'm trying to tell everybody is like when you're buying out all the media and you're putting on all these fights, that's because you want to control the narrative.
You want to
You see
control the
what I'm
narrative.
saying?
Right.
You want
Right.
to control the narrative. If all you want to talk about is the downfall of this particular fighter or the upfall of this or the or big up this particular fighter all the time, you can do that because you own all of it. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Everybody knows that fighters have been paying people to write articles for them and paying people to push articles. But now what flips the game is owning the people who's putting out the articles, owning these YouTubes and these Spencer Fearons and these other guys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who
And
is Spencer though? Who is he for real? Like
I
let
don't
me
he
know.
calls himself a historian.
Was he like if there's any UK people in the chat, what is Spencer Fearon's history about? Was he a fighter at one time? Or a coach? Because he says he calls himself the knowledge. Spencer Fearon, the knowledge or some nonsense. And I keep wondering like what's his background? Like, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. I thought he
That's
was a
really
fighter at
all
one
these
time.
dudes doing that shit, saying that they like these knowledgeable dudes or they these historians, and just because they know or they met a couple of people because they got a little bit of money in their pocket. Hell, if I had the money and the connections y'all had, I'd know a lot of people too. I'd probably have a lot more knowledge than I got now. But that don't mean you know every goddamn thing. It used to be
Boxing
a box.
finesse says Boxing finesse says he used to be a boxer. He's from the UK, so yeah, I guess he used to be
Yeah,
a boxer. So now he just
Yeah,
talks.
and don't nobody give a damn about his boxing abilities. People just gravitating because he's a personality. That's what
Yeah,
he's selling. Like
yeah, 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 yeah.
nobody cares what he really his real thoughts about boxing and stuff like that. Because
why
at
do
the
you
end of
call
the
him
day,
a personality? I'm not asking like to shit on what you call him. I'm just saying why would you say he's a personality? Like what about him makes him
because
a
people are not me, but if you look at it and the shit that comes out of his mouth, people are more looking at him for his personality. I'm not looking. I'm a man, so I'm not. I don't know. But uh, let's say for instance, you go to somebody's YouTube page, right, and you see all these high end graphics. They got sunglasses on and shit, that hat on, and they're selling you something, and they're faking that, this is how they're giving you a whole different personality, like, outgoing, bubbly, confident, knowledgeable, and all this stuff, and people gravitate to that shit. You know what I'm saying? People literally gravitate to that shit, but don't take the words and everything like that. Don't li- it's like mumble rap. Once you start listening to the lyrics, you're like, damn, what the fuck? But people are attached to the looks and the beat.
Yeah, yeah. But if you actually listen, yeah, it's like let me see. Is this the same Spencer Fearon? His nickname was the Spirit or something? Because the only Spencer Fearon I see here was a dude who was 11-6, middleweight.
Somebody in the comments just said middleweight too.
So this
You got a
Spencer
picture to
Fearon
pull up?
person, huh?
You got a picture to pull up? They got a picture of him?
No picture.
Damn.
Spencer Fearon, 97 to 2003, alias the Spirit, United Kingdom, middleweight, from London, and his record is 11-6.
Yeah, he can't be
Yeah.
he can't be talking about shit.
Let me see. Budak says Spencer turned promoter. He worked for Santana Sports and got a gig on Sky as a boxing presenter. I guess that gig didn't last long.
Okay, so that gives you a good idea of who the dude is. He's a former boxer who calls himself the Knowledge because he didn't fought before, but he really just a promoter. So he knows about the promotion game, the management game of it. So his knowledge comes from knowing the shit behind the scenes. That's where his knowledge comes from. He know a lot more of the shit that goes on with the Eddie Hearns and the Bob Arums of the world and shit like that.
Yeah. Yo, man. But that's basically what my topic was today. That what is Billy Joe Saunders' problem? I'm gonna say it again. Bro, your only job is to make it to May the 5th. Your one job is to make it to May the 5th to fight Canelo. That's it. You there,
Hold on.
Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is Herring and Frampton gonna be fighting in Dubai?
Who?
Hearns?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dubai is where it's at right now, man, because that's ain't nowhere else to really make no fights happen. It ain't like you can go to Vegas or MSG or Staples Center, the Barclays. You know what I mean? Like I miss fights being in Atlantic City. You know what I mean? Type shit, but it's not. It's no longer fights happening like that. So mainly everybody's going over there where that oil money at, man. They get that oil.
Frank Warren had to release a statement because he was supposed to be the one promoting that fight. Then Carl Frampton came up lame with a hand, like this minor hand injury. And all of a sudden, this fight moves to Dubai where Daniel Kinahan is. Right? And he had to release a statement pretty much saying there's nothing fishy about it or whatever. So it's just a lot going on, man. You know what I mean?
So ain't nothing wrong with his hand.
Well, he said his hand is just had a small twinge and he wanted to, make sure it's healed properly before he fights Herrick. So
I think that's a fucking lie.
But all of a sudden the fight is moving completely to Dubai. Frank Warren is saying that he had everything set up and whatever. So people's like, well, is it that you couldn't pay these people? Why it has to be moved to Dubai? He's saying that's not the case. So people are still wondering, why then is the fight moving to Dubai? Why is Jamel Herrig and Carl Frampton this ain't no $100 million fight that needs to be moved. Like this ain't no big fight like that, bro. It's Jamel Herrig and Carl Frampton. You know what I'm saying?
It's like to me, it's like I don't think nothing wrong with the dude's hand. I seriously don't think it's because it's fishy. It's like it's not broke, it's not sprained. It just doesn't. You saying it just doesn't feel well, and you want to make sure it's 100%. And then we hear this Dubai talk, and then Frank Warren is giving out. He's shucking and jiving, trying to dodge questions from people about his business practices. I think they wanted to. I think somebody gave him some money at the end, and they switched it over.
Let me make sure I get the statement up. I want to see it. I agree with Boone. I mean, that's Dubai is a place you can have crowds and stuff, but I don't see the reason why a Jamel Herrick versus Kyle Frampton fight would need to be moved unless Frank really didn't have the money, unless somebody did. I don't know, bro. But
They gave him some money. Every time there's a fight over there, we hear about somebody in Dubai or Saudi Arabia giving them money up front.
Bro, they built that shit just for. I mean, remember AJ Ruiz?
No. That stadium wasn't just built for boxing.
It was.
I know, but I'm saying, but like that literally was like the beginning. Like that was literally what led up. It was like the AJ Ruiz shit. They literally was starting to build shit up.
That stadium was built directly for that fight specifically. I don't know if they're gonna use it after that. Fine.
I actually looked it up. Like I was actually looking it up. It wasn't just for that fight. It was actually that it's supposed to be an event center. It was actually turning into an event center,
right?
Because it was that in tennis.
That fight jumped it off. Like that was what sparked it off.
Oh yeah,
anyway,
it was the grand opening. Yeah.
Hold on. So here's the statement from Frank Warren. His trainer, I guess talking about Jamel Herrick's trainer, Bomac, cast doubt on the validity of the injury sustained by Frampton and suggested U.S. broadcasting rights played a part in their postponement. Quote, the fight was good to go, and then Kyle got an injury, stated Warren, who pointed out that communication with opposition fighters is conducted via their management. Kyle called me and sent a text confirming he was injured, and we communicated that to Herrick's representatives. As for Herrick and his trainer saying that they were hearing rumors that they were not kept in the loop, we don't deal directly with the fighter or his trainer. We deal with the representatives, who in this case is MTK, and they had full knowledge of the situation. Regarding not receiving airline tickets or details, our office was in touch with MTK on this via email 2 weeks ago, and as far as we're concerned, it was all in hand. We had no problem staging the fight, no issues with Top Rank. All parties were aware of the financial obligations and had agreed to them. It says, I don't want to get into no slanging match with anyone, but the fact is the fight was all set. Everything was in place, and then Kyle got an injury, which we could do nothing about. This still doesn't say what the goddamn fight's moved up. Doesn't say.
Yeah, I think the fight's happening in Dubai.
Oh well. Hey man, well that's the case. But that's it from me. I ain't got much else to say other than Billy Joe Saunders better watch himself, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna holler at you, Kong. Thanks for having me on, bro. I'll be seeing you later, bro.
DT3. Yo, peace out, Mike. Y'all nice day.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, everybody in the chat, thank y'all for coming through. If y'all know Billy Joe Saunders personally, tell him to stop it. Peace.